Thank you. Yeah. Well, hello, everybody, and good morning. I saw a whole bunch of people this morning with strong black coffee in their hands. So, anybody have a good night last night? Have a great. We'll say a few words about it here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and open up in the right way and say a word of prayer as we kick our time off together. Lord God, thank you so much for this special place and this special people. We thank you for just a memorable event last night. This we celebrate this season. This we celebrate
They come back after. Do you just want to wait till you get closer to starting? He's gonna pull you out right away.
So we ask that you be in our midst in the town hall this morning, Father, that we be glorified and honored by the things that are announced, and discussed, and asked, and all of those things. So your name we pray, amen. If you are willing and able to stand, we would like to do our pledge of allegiance.
Everything okay?
The Christmas tree in the way for some of you, but just know that there's a flag on the other side of it. All right, here we go. Attention, salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Thank you. You may be seated. If I call it, we'll come up and lead us in some fun as we get started this morning.
Good morning. How is everybody? I'm a little tired, not gonna lie. But in honor of Christmas, we're gonna do Christmas trivia. Okay? So I'm hoping you're a little bit more awake than me. Okay, your first question. What country does the Christmas tree tradition supposedly originate from? Is that the consensus of the room? You guys are smart ones today. John, that is correct. Trying to trick you this morning. Way not follow. Good job. Question 2. Which musical group / artist has the best-selling holiday album of all time? I know, I like one.
Charlie Brown.
C. Okay, Nat King Cole is one option. Anybody else? The Charlie Brown Christmas, which is a personal favorite. We got Elvis not in the building, but vote for Elvis. Sorry, gotta be careful how I say that. Are you guys ready? Okay, glad I stumped you. It's Elvis. Still to this day, it is the most. Actually, these are the top 4. They're in the top 5. So no, close. But Elvis is definitely the. True or false? What did you say? False? I promise. I do my research. You gal and I are good friends. True or false? Christmas lights can be seen from space. Yes. NASA has released images and videos of Christmas lights that can be seen from space. I did not know that, so kudos to you. Okay, question number 4. What is the best-selling Christmas movie of all time?
Home Alone.
I hear a lot of PD White Christmas. Is that the consensus in the room? I stumped you all. It actually is the Grinch.
Oh.
Now, here's my next question, because I thought this was interesting. Which Grinch do you think it is? Because there's a lot of Grinch movies. Which one do you think it is? Like the original animated, the Jim Carrey one. There's like a new one that came out with like Mike Rowe, like who does this? It's the Jim Carrey one. I was floored by that. It's the Jim Carrey one. The second is Home Alone is the next. I know. I was really thankful my Christmas when I wrote this and that's not. Okay. Question 4. Because we know you guys all enjoyed Christmas in the woods, we have some trivia. How many gallons of hot chocolate, wassail, and eggnog were drank / served at Christmas in the woods last night? I don't know how good you'll feel after smelling some of this fruit, but. Yeah, it's all of them together. How many gallons of hot beverages that we serve? I don't know what you guys do, that we serve. Okay, you guys ready? You guys drink a lot of beverages. So, good job. I had it also, it was delicious. Okay. How many pounds of prime rib were served at Christmas in the Woods? How many of you had prime rib last night? Okay, how many? I was shocked by this, just so you know. Oh, these are all over now. Ready? 32 pounds of prime rib. I'm gonna thank Dennis and Richard for our fun facts and that, so thank you. And then my final question, just because this is a big debate at my house. True or false? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I really do wanna know this. How many of you think it is a Christmas movie? I don't even know how many people I don't feel good about this at all, just so you know, we debate this at my house every year. I'm in the minority, I believe false. I feel very firmly it is not a Christmas movie, but my family will me heavily. So, there is no wrong or right answer technically, but I'm gonna tell you if you think it is, you're wrong. Thank you guys for playing along.
It's,
Great job. One follow-up bonus trivia. How many pounds of fudge did we get rid of last night at the candy shop in Italy? Too much. 45 pounds of fudge. No, there was no fudge left. All right, I'm gonna go into our recognition portion of town hall this morning. How many of you knew or were able to go by and see the gingerbread contest last night in the studio in Malden? Okay, all right, maybe about a third of you. It was really exciting. The kids really got into it. But we had a lot of team members who, made those gingerbread and that was a contest. So you could come by and you could vote on which one was your favorite. And then get a bag of them. So I want to announce this just in the winners of that contest. Did you know this is in? Okay, so we have 3 winners. One is one of our housekeepers, Tammy Pittman, and she won first place. Is she? Oh yeah, okay. So she had the reindeer gingerbread man for those who remember. In second place, I wonder if you guys will know this lady, Nina Fry. And do you remember which was hers? Was it not the Grinch? When was it different? The Shrek ones. And in third place, we have our very own Vice President of Human Resources, Crystal Creekman. And she got third place. And really, hers was the Grinch. So. Very good. That's a lot of fun. We appreciate those people who submitted those. Before we go into our STAR awards, I do just want to comment about last night. That was my first Christmas in the Woods. I know for a few of you, it was also your first. I think I guess I just didn't know what to expect, but whatever my expectations were, they were exceeded far beyond what I could have imagined. And we don't have time, and I don't have it up here of all the people that need recognition for their hard work and just their creativity and everything to put on last night's event. We've already received a positive feedback from it, but there is one person that I want to bring up. She's not going to be happy with me because I didn't tell her I was going to do this, but Irene Brown needs to come up to the stage. And you know how Irene just loves to be the center of attention and like this public recognition. So she's gonna hate me for this, but She just deserves a huge round of applause. If you feel compelled to stand, she was the leader of the Philippines family. Yeah. And we just want to tell you, thank you for making that special, really, for all of us and for our families. And I would love to give you the mic and just let you think or say how you thought the event went last night. Just say a few words if you could first.
I just want to say thank you and standing ovation to all the people back there and all the people who are, resting today or still working, still at it, because it takes a village. And it's wonderful to see the way the staff as well as you all come together to put that on. It's a joy. And wow, Richard Applegate, I mean, the food is always tasty. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Total attendance was about 550. And that doesn't count all the people that were working and all the performers. That's just guess.
Thank you, Irene. Really appreciate it. Yeah. In this and all his crew, we've got security, everybody just did a fabulous job. So we'll get started on next year. We look forward to that. All right, well, we've got some more special people to recognize. And you'll have to get on the clicker working here. We want to go into our stars of the month. We have 2 for December, and our first is Jacob Dill. And Jacob Dill was recognized. Okay. Well, Jacob, of course, serves on our maintenance team, and you can see him out and about on campus. I mean, many of you have just doing a plethora of different things. Last night, he was the official designated dog pooper scooper for Christmas in the Woods and volunteered for that job. So that was wonderful. But he also handles a lot of IT needs for us throughout the year as well, with events just like this one. You can see back in the booth, and we're just thrilled to have him as part of the team. And he was nominated by someone for a Star Award and unanimously chosen by the committee with a resounding yes. He deserves that. This says Jacob came to Trinity Woods shortly after graduating high school. It has been awesome to see him mature into the man who has a true passion for taking care of the members here. And that was written by your supervisor at the time, Westlake. So we have that certificate for you. We also have, there was a write-up in the trail mix that you can read about Jacob, and we were able to honor him and surprised him actually in front of his supervisor. He didn't know why he was called to the administrative office. But we're able to surprise him with some cookies and a gift certificate and card from the executive leadership team. So, hey, great job, man. Thank you for the great work. We love you. And we've got another person we want to recognize, and I know many of you know Tyrone Jones, of course, from our transportation department. And again, no surprise that we saw Tyrone's nominations come through. He's just always got a smile on his face. There's never an objection to anything that is asked of him. It takes a lot of initiative to make a positive experience for members of our transportation department. And Tyrone, Cliff says about you, I have looked for a man like Tyrone for a long time. He is definitely a godsend. He is a great driver, and he is excellent for the residents. We were very lucky to have him. And that's Cliff Mosley, our transportation supervisor, that says that about you. When you took Tyrone's photo, I don't know if you guys got to see it, but pretty dapper kind of GQ photo there. I think we'll be using that photo around in some of our marketing. Thank you. So we're very proud of you, and thank you for all of your work here.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Again, we have some service awards that we want to give out here. The first one is to one of our licensed practical nurses, LPNs in our in-town areas, Marshall County and Lawrence. And that goes to, for 5 years, to Erica Garcia. right here, and is Erica in here? She's not here? Okay, but we want her to know that we honored her today and we appreciate her years of service and should be recognized with the silver 5-year star pin. And we also have Melissa Tuckman in housekeeping. I did see Melissa, yes. Another one of our well-known and favorites out of our housekeeping department, and she is also celebrating 5 years of service here at Community Will, so we want to do a lot of things. All right, and we have some other special people I'd like to recognize. We've had several move-ins in the last month or so, and I want to acknowledge a few of those that have come. The first is we have Carolyn Fuchs. Is Carolyn, are you in here? I didn't see her. Okay, and she has moved into Crestwood, and probably some of you have met her by now. And so we're very excited to have another Carolyn here. I think I saw 4 Carolyns last night. I was counting how many Carolyns I got through the evening. We also have in Felt House, we had Charlene Gibson move in, and I did see her this morning, but she said she may have to leave. Are you in here? There she is. Would you just stand and be recognized? I won't embarrass you. Thank you. Love having Charlene. She stops and sees us, and she brings many of her friends through, and has been coming here to visit her friends for now 15 years now, right? So we're so happy that she finally made the wise decision to move on in. And also in Crestwood, we have Jean and Barbara Graves that have moved in. And are you here? Okay, well, make sure when you see them, if you haven't already, that you welcome them to the community. So let's give our new members a round of applause. We have other new members, of course, and we'll be recognizing more of those in January. So at this time, I'm going to invite our, let me put in one other introduction. Aaron, would you run up here real quick? Let the people see your face. We have the privilege of having a guy named Aaron Stewart spend some time with us in what we call an AIT program, which stands for Administrator in Training. And Aaron did that for, gosh, about 5 months this year or so with us. And then to become a licensed and long-term care administrator. And as things happened, we ended up being able to hire him out of that deal. And so that was a benefit for us. And so he is here now serving as our memory care assisted living manager over Marshall Gaddy in Lawrence House. So we're thrilled to have you, and I wanted to introduce you to the people. So stop by and see him, introduce yourself. I know we'd love to know you. I'm going to bring, we've got a couple more speakers. I'd like to bring Dennis Graham, our Chief Operating Officer, up. He's got some things that he would like to go over with you and announce and some introductions. We've got a couple other speakers after that, and then I'll come up and do some questions and answer, and then we'll return. So, all right, Dennis Graham.
Funny today. Anybody tired? Cause I am. Just want to take about 10 minutes real quickly, as you all know, our executive chef, Lane Pham, he retired about 6 weeks ago, and we were in search for a new executive chef. And we landed an executive chef that I believe is going to be one of the best additions in our culinary operations since Richmond. So we will we'll just I'll leave it at that. Thomas, his name is Thomas Farrell. This is Thomas. I want to introduce you to him. Thomas comes to us here in Tulsa from a pretty short path. He's been in Greenwich, Connecticut, Rush, New York. Then he made his way back to Tulsa. And then he started working for ORU, and now he's here at Trinity Woods. So let me give you a little bit of background. Thomas is his last job before he came here. He worked at ORU for Sodexo. He managed about 40 people. He was in charge of the entire, as an executive chef, the entire culinary operation for Sodexo. For 20 years previous to that, he owned and operated a bakery, the Farrell Family Bread Company here in Tulsa. So I don't know what that means to us. I'm hoping it means some fresh bread on the horizon at some point. But we discussed it but briefly, so we will, we'll see if we can develop that. So I just want to say thank you to Thomas for even taking the opportunity, or excuse me, taking the time to take a look at us. And we are really excited about what's in the future for us in dining. So thank you very much, Thomas, for accepting and working for us. And I'm going to let him say a few words if he will. He's not expecting that.
I'm afraid of that. Thank you so much for welcoming me to your community, and I really appreciate it. It's been so kind of us. I really feel like part of the 5 days. Had a great time last night. I thought a lot of fun.
Thank you very much. We're so blessed to have him. He's only been here a week and it's made a tremendous difference. So there's nothing like starting out with the week of Christmas in the woods. So, and he came back today, so I think we're good. This one, I also take the opportunity to say thank you to both of these guys, gentlemen. Richard, he's our director of dining. And they put their heart and soul into that. Into that party that we had last night.
Okay. So know that talk about the first side, and then when he kind of gets through that.
For all they do and for all they do for us for that. So thank you very much.
Not at all. Nothing? Okay.
Was putting together the fun facts. He and I talked about, hey, I think it'd be kind of fun to track how many hours of production just in the dining department alone. And it takes over 420 hours of production to put on from the dining department of what we did last night. So these guys stayed after it. That's from ordering it, getting it in, preparing it, putting it all together. And I just want to say thank you to both of them for everything you've done last night. Thank you very much. Thank you guys very much. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about anybody heard of the new entry? The gating project, I just want to kind of give you guys an update on that. One of the things that I talked about early on was there was a couple of paths that we would have to take with the city. One path, which it takes both paths to get to where we need to be, and one path is pretty simple. The second path is a little more complicated. We've gotten the first path pretty well settled. We're in good shape on that. Now the second path, the more complicated path, we're in really good shape on it, but we do have a little bit more communication with the city and a couple more questions to answer. Before I came to this meeting, I was on the phone with our team, and we got the final notes from the city, so they're not complicated. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we are confident that in between the time of answering the complicated questions and being able to get a earth change permit, we don't think that that's going to be very much longer. So we feel like for sure within the next 30 days, we will have a good opportunity to get an earth change permit, which allows us to start moving earth and doing those types of things. It won't allow us to do the closure to those things, but those will come. And we're confident that the city is going to allow us to do that. So I don't think we have any challenges there at this time. We just need to get the earth change permit so we can get started. Started working on moving the dirt, building the wall between 31st Street and the paint shop, those types of things. So we should be in the next 30 days working. We should have a earth change permit and start working on the new main entry. And we think it's going to take about 90 to 120 days to complete the entire project. Again, we're not closing any entries until the new entry is open, so everything, traffic will flow as normal, we'll be back up in the morning working. And I don't think it's gonna be disruptive. It may be a little bit disruptive when we do the curb cut out of 31st Street, but that'll be most of the traffic to 31st Street. So we do have the traffic plan, the floodplain plan, all those things that we are in place. So just gotta get the final. So the other thing we talk a little bit about, patio home road update, we're through, we've done 4 phases. Phase 4, we actually moved over to a different phase and made that little connector, in between, with Christmas in the Woods coming up, we didn't want that disruption, and we wanted to be able to completely open everything that we had done to that point. So we decided to move over, by the garden spot and do that phase, that particular section of road there. Because there are no driveways that were affected, there was no houses that were really affected, and still had an open path to go. We did that phase.
But he's already yelling out. Let me see if I can mess with it without seeing it on the screen.
Getting breaks at 7 days and 14 days, we get over 2,000. So the concrete's doing really well, and it's pretty good. And all of our testing is coming out really well. Now today, we told them to take a few days delay, take vacation for a week or whatever they needed to do, but come back on Friday and get going. And I heard them this morning when I was coming in, so they're going hot and heavy. So we're gonna finish phases 4A, B, and then we'll move on to the next phases. So I just want to remind everybody on that map where it says 10, 9, 8, 13, 12, those aren't dates, those are phase numbers. If you look down in the little chart, what we sent out, it will tell you phase 10 will be approximately January 20th till February 12th, something of that nature. So whatever those dates are, whatever your phase is, those are the dates. And we're probably going to be right now we're running about 3 days behind because of the delay. So you can probably add 3 days to that. So that's kind of how the calendar is looking like at this time. So everything's coming really good on that project. The other thing, I wanted to talk a little bit about security and their changes. We had a celebration for Mark this week. He is retiring. Today will be his last day. He pulled this for a long time. For those of you who don't know Mark, I haven't had a lot of interactions with him. He's been with the organization over 23 years. He's been the security director for a little over 18 years. So now Mark's been with us for a long time, and he's decided to retire. And his replacement, and it's already in place, is going to be Ron Brown. So Ron is going to be our new security supervisor. He is accepted. He and I have been working on gate schedules and all of those things that are going to come in the near future. So when you guys see Ron, please tell him, number one, thank you, and number two, congratulations. He does a lot for our organization, and I think he's pick up the responsibility and run with it. I don't think we're gonna have to be outside all the service. He knows us, he knows who we are, he knows what we do. I've been in interviews with things as he's interviewing new security staff, and he's done a tremendous job. He's been really good. So please tell Ron, thank you. Last thing, we've been getting some questions on the cops. Yeah, you gotta love it. To be honest with you, the cops as a company obviously is going through a lot of changes, but the team that we have that we work with is a really good team, and they really are interested in providing us as good a service as possible. But with any big corporation, there's many divisions, and some divisions they don't have authority over, so. And unfortunately, one of them is their billing and some of their service cycles that we have issues with, like when you move from one address to another, and all those challenges. I am hoping with this new change that all of that goes away. That is our main goal. But for those of you who had questions about what we're getting, we kind of talked about the movie packages and the video package that we're getting, the ultimate package. And on the internet side, yes, you're gonna get internet. It's gonna be provided to you by Trinity Woods. No, we're not gonna send you a second bill. We're not billing you for this. This is a part of your services package that you get through our organization. And we're gonna start installing that next Wednesday. And I just want to make sure that everybody understands that those of you who have no entry agreements with us, and we talk about if there's an emergency or there's a change in services or something that we will have to enter, and this is one of those times. So if you're not going to be home, please understand, we can't have, these guys won't come back. We have to get this all done in one day. So we will enter and we will install whatever needs to be installed. What we won't do while you're away is connect all your devices. So if you're gone and when you come back, schedule through Vanna a work order to connect all of your devices, and we'll send someone up and connect all of your devices. If you're home, we'll connect them while we're there. So you're gonna have two people. Excuse me, you're gonna have three teams. I'm sorry. Let me start over. You're gonna have three teams. You're gonna have a team of a representative from Trinity Woods. You're gonna have a representative from Cox doing the installation. And you're gonna have a representative from Silver Tree connecting all of your devices after Cox puts in your new internet. Cox won't connect your devices. And we'll make sure that Silver Tree connects those. And then if you have any trouble with connectivity, we'll just schedule through Vanna and we'll have Silver Tree respond and take care of your connectivity. On the internet, most of you have looked at, Cox has let us look at kind of what the speeds are on campus. Most of you have the basic package. 123 is the speed that you have, 123 megabytes. We are going to provide you 500. So the package that you're getting is called Go Faster. There is a fastest and a Go Fastest. So you're the third package. We're the third package, the 500. The fastest is 1 meg, and the Go Fastest is 2 meg. I don't think those are more for small businesses and those types of things. You probably don't need that much speed. So you'll have 500 meg, and that's pretty fast. It's about 4 times faster than what most of you have now. So you'll have plenty of capacity. And please understand, if you have a building with Cox and you have telephone, you're not paying for the telephone. But we are paying for the internet and the television that's on there. So if you have any upgraded television services, we will take those over now. There are no other, to my knowledge, there are not any other channels you can buy. You're gonna have every channel. So if you get a bill, please notify us, myself, Savannah, and we will work directly to Cox and we'll work directly with them to get those bills corrected. Now, if you get a bill this month, please pay it. Yeah. I don't have your account yet. So you still are in charge of your account. So if they bill you, pay it. If there is any credits that need to happen or anything like that, it's all installed, then we'll work through all of that for you. But if you get a bill, even though you get a bill with this coming Monday, pay it. If you get a bill on Thursday, after we install on Wednesday, bring it to us. Let us get it credited for you at that point. But before Wednesday, if you get a bill and you owe money to Cox, please pay it. Okay? Because if you have phone, you'll need to sort it out and you'll need to pay for your phone. So, and we have most of that information through Cox and we know who has what and those type of things, so. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of confusion on that, but there has been some questions over the van about, hey, I got a bill, what do I do? And pay it. Yeah, please pay it. And then we can sort it out if there's any credit later. Okay, is there any questions, before I open it up to any questions, is there any questions on Cox? Yes.
First, what is connecting our devices and are we responsible for our own modem?
No. About the modem. The modem is part of okay, so the question was. Are you responsible for your own modem? And the answer to that is no. If you don't already have a modem through Cox, you will receive a new modem from Cox. Okay? The second part of that question is what does connecting your devices mean? And what that means is if we have to put in a new modem, it's gonna have a different passcode than your current modem. So we need to go into your television or show you how to go on your cell phone and put that new code in. That new passcode in, so it will connect to that device.
So does that mean we will not have to pay, right now, paying monthly for a modem? So does that mean that I wouldn't have to pay for a modem?
Great question. She asked me, that means she's paying for a modem now. And does that mean that she doesn't have to pay for a modem in the future? And the answer to that is yes, we will pay for that. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, my situation, I have my own modem and router. Can I still keep using that, or do I have to have theirs put in?
You do not. Hearing how, what that looks like, that's probably gonna be a similar thing connecting you. So, I'll have, Vanna start making a list of how many people here have their own modem, not that aren't Cox? Okay. That is not owned by Cox, it's your absolute own modem. Okay, perfect, okay. We'll be able to identify, we'll identify all of those. I'll work with Cox on that and you'll still be able to keep your own modem.
In conjunction with that, that's the only reason why they really need to get into the park. If I have my own modem and router, there's no need really to have them come in.
No, they need to make some adjustments on the video.
What adjustments have been made?
You're so increase your package.
That they have to get into the apartment to be able to change the package.
That is my understanding. I'll get a clarification for you, Terry, but that is 100% my understanding. Yes.
It is if automatic grant, you will just bring a copy of that to better fans.
No. I need a copy of your Cox bill. I don't need your automatic draft. I just need a copy of the Cox bill. When is your, do you know what your payment cycle is? 28th of the month, so you paid it for November, and you shouldn't be affected for December. Do you have Cox phone? We need a copy of your bill. Yeah.
So there are two parts to the connection. One is the modem and the other is the router. So Cox says, I know, but we have, I assume that we still keep the router.
Yeah. So I asked the question a while ago, and I'm asking it again. I want to make sure you bring up a great point. I want to make sure that we got it clear. Who has their own modem, not router, modem? Okay. I will, yeah. Okay, so modem is really what brings Listen, let me give you a simplistic answer. It's more complicated than this, but simply is the modem is what brings the service to the house. The router is what routes it to multiple devices. It's like an extended signal. Yes. That's good. Yes. That's good.
I have a question,
Sorry. Yes.
if we're there, go server to connect us.
Yes.
Probably because one of the things where and it's like a regular computer.
Right.
Before they leave, can we make sure that everything is connected so that I can use it?
So Allison, what they will do is they will make sure that the proper passcode is in your device to be able to receive and log on. As far as if there are any issues with your devices or anything like that, they won't solve those issues, so you'll have to get with your supplier or your provider on that. But they will make sure that you have, the proper passcode plugged into your devices. That gives us the opportunity to connect.
Will we be connected to your line?
You will not, you'll be connected to your own. You'll have your own.
Okay,
Mhm.
but I thought we were gonna be connected to the Trinity Links.
No, remember, if you remember when I put the memo out, sorry. When I took the memo, that there's two phases. One phase is the connectivity, which we're doing now, and the second phase is the mains Wi-Fi that we will provide in the future. But these are individual connectivities, just like we currently have. If you have internet service with Cox right now, you're gonna be connected just like you would. You're just gonna have a faster speed.
Okay. I guess. So we won't be, what's the second phase then?
Say that again,
What is the second phase?
that's managed Wi-Fi. That's totally different. In other words, managed Wi-Fi, right now, you're gonna be having connectivity in your apartment. In the future, you'll have connectivity all over the whole campus, no matter where you're at. So if you have your iPad or your iPhone, and you want to be on the internet, you're down by the pond, sitting on the bench, you'll be able to do that. But that's phase two.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll just get them to take it down. Yeah, thank you.
Heard that in the council meeting last week. When these people come, do the activity. If they shot $100. And I don't know what that is, and for what.
So I'm not sure what you're talking about. If we're talking about what you and I discussed yesterday, where you were talking about getting a new printer.
It's something we did.
I think instead of, can I just visit with you one-on-one after this meeting? Because I'm not sure what you're talking about, other than your printer.
You say that, that's just for me.
Yeah, there's no charge for anyone.
I'll remember.
Yeah, I can answer that question this way, that no one has a charge. The only thing you're gonna have a charge for is if you have Cox telephone. You're gonna have to continue to pay your telephone bill. Your internet and your videos are completely going to be 100% covered. And I know this is hard to comprehend and understand that I'm not gonna have to pay anything. I mean, that's really, it's kind of shocking, it really is, but that's what's gonna happen. Your internet and your video is 100% gonna be covered, no cost to you. Yes.
Dennis, I have a comment. I believe that Cox will bring a device called a panoramic. The name of that is called a gateway. It not only does a modem, it's also a Wi-Fi router, all built into the same unit.
That's exactly right. You're exactly right, but The question I was answering, remember, are those who have their own routers and their own, all of their own routers. That's totally different. The routers and modems, personal routers and modems are different than what you're talking about. Yeah, but if you're staying with ours, you're exactly right. It's all be connected. It'll all be connected.
Because I have my own personal modem now.
Right,
It's 9 years old.
right.
I don't want to continue to have it. Are they going to replace it?
Yes. If you tell me that's what you want, if you want our new product, that's what you're gonna get.
So I
Yes.
have to tell you that.
We can tell them that, they're gonna come to your house, so you can tell them that, because of your video package, they'll have to make you next to them. So yes, they'll take care of it. Okay. Cox is done.
For those of us who might have appointments that day, is there anything? I think to schedule of,
I don't really have a time schedule, we just have a team that's going to first floor, second floor, third floor, buildings, patio, and so on, so. I don't have a schedule, so. Yep, that's correct. Richard asked how are they gonna get this done all in one day, and, I'm hoping for the best. Yeah, yeah, it's quite an undertaking, but they indicate they can do it, they do it every day, so I don't think we need any question. Yes,
We have AT&T phone. Would it be any advantage in us switching over to Cox with this transition?
I don't think in the transition it would have any advantage at all, but you might wanna just check in with the Cox and see if they have a better monthly deal for just a single phone line. I doubt it, but you can check with them and see, but there's no advantage. There's no group purchasing on phones here. Yeah,
And this change is not going to, make a lower rate for those who have Cox phone. It will remain the same.
you don't have a Cox bundle anymore.
You won't have a Cox phone.
No, you won't have a Cox bundle. Yeah. Your phone rate shouldn't change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Whatever your contract term is, your phone rate shouldn't change until your contract's up. And then you'll have to redo it with Cox, as far as your phone. Yeah. Good.
Different billing cycles, some of us have to pay for what we had before the 18th.
You will, that's why I say, if you get a bill, pay it.
That would be even after the 18th.
I don't think you're gonna get a bill after the 18th, but other than your phone, but if you do, bring it down to us. If you get a bill after the 18th, bring it down to us.
They're going to pay for what we had before the 18th.
We're gonna give them the credit, yes,
Very good.
yes. Yes, ma'am. So she asked, when we're talking about a phone, we're talking about a landline. The answer is yes, I'm talking about. Dial, yeah. An analog phone. Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions? And
Thank you. Dennis.
yes. What's that? Oh, thank you. You bet. Thank you. Yes.
In the last town hall, if I remember, you said that there was going to be a reduction in the takeout fee. When does that reduction take effect?
January.
In January?
Yes, part of the new budget.
Okay, one other question. In Cypress Grill, they do not have the same takeout containers that they have over in Charter Oak.
They will after the first of the year.
They will have the first.
That's correct.
Thank you.
You bet. Yes, sir. So the question was, are the containers gonna be the same at both locations? The answer is yes. Okay. That it? Thank you guys so very much. Thank you.
Okay. We want to, wonder, I think Dennis needs one or two more things to do. Hey, we want, we've got Andy Ewing up here and he's going to, speak with us a little bit about the employee appreciation campaign.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody that contributed and everybody that helped. Oh, my goodness gracious, what a great event. Donna Jackson, the person decorated living center for the party and did a beautiful, beautiful job. We had, two parties, one that started, the volunteers were asked to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. We were there. The employees started coming about 6:30 to pick up their check and to have a snack or have a bite and a visit. I was lucky enough to get to sit at the table that was handing out some of the checks and to see the expression, the happy expression on their faces as they picked up the check was just wonderful. I would like everybody that participated in any way in whole campaign, if you would stand, and let's give it an applause for everybody who volunteered and really helped. Now, these figures that you're seeing right here, these are not final figures. Bonnie is telling me that they are still getting in donations and will continue to get donations, will be counted until the first of the year. So if for some reason you haven't been able to make your donation yet, go ahead and send it on in because it will count. And Bonnie will give us a total figure as to how we turned out in the January town hall. It's been a great event, and just to be at the party and to see the great fun that everybody had, and the happy expression of being able to get a Christmas gift was fantastic. Thank you.
All right. And thank you, Andy and Kay and all the others that helped spearhead that this year. It does take a village. Yes, thank you. One of the things I wanted to mention as we close, I'll take some questions. You each, just like we honored Jacob and Tyrone earlier, you have a star nomination form. Some of you do this very, very well for us. Take that, and if you have somebody that you want to nominate, please do that. A lot of our nominations, most of our nominations come from members. So let's keep doing that. All right. Any remaining questions? Questions, comments, concerns? For me? How many vacancies do we have? Let me tell you, let me answer that a different way, because I don't know the magic number off the top of my head, but at the end of this year, we're going to be right at 90% occupancy, just like we thought. So kudos to the sales team, all of our team, business team, but yeah, we'll be right at about 90%. So whatever 90% of 212 is. Emily, anything? Bonnie, anything? Dennis, Jerome, anything? All right. Oh, Rob. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
probably should have asked this to Dennis, but I'm curious about the day on Sandusky on 33rd. Will it be open for the 31st? I think that the road will be closed.
I agree, you should have asked that to Dennis. Let's let him answer that.
That we will not, so 33rd Street, right now, obviously is not open at all. 31st Street is, we will not close 31st Street until we open 33rd Street. So the closure at 31st Street on Sandusky will be less than a year. Okay,
Back.
These are rates, send it anyway, before we are included. At the same time, when he told me, he got his ship already.
I'm happy to answer that question. Actually, we did the largest, thing we do for the employees is obviously the Christmas gifts. So yes, employees did get their gifts. We use this fund and the money that's raised throughout the year to do stuff for employees all throughout the year. We do gift cards, we do lunches, we do a driller's night. So all the funds that are raised throughout the year, but the bulk of the Christmas campaign where you guys run it, that is used to do stuff and appreciate employees all year long. So, while the bulk of it goes out as their Christmas gift, we try to do stuff all year long. So the money is used, all monies that are raised are used throughout the year to do stuff for employees. As well as it's used as, if an employee is in crisis and they need to apply for the emergency fund, and they apply for it, and that's where that is from as well. So it's used throughout the year for a variety of things to appreciate employees.
Good question. Thank you, Bonnie. Here. I'm sorry? For the employees, it's all combined in that employee appreciation fund. Who is that, Tom?
I have a suggestion.
Okay,
We don't, Kennedy would do with the buses and everything parked out here. If, and we want to come in, we're not finding a way. The red park some of these vehicles on the other side. The parking lot, the very few people use it, the volunteers. Remember you?
okay. Since you said that was a suggestion, I'm not gonna comment on it, but suggestion noted. We'll talk to Dennis and the team about that. We like good suggestions. Harry, anything from you? Member Services? Okay. Well, we want you guys to have a Merry Christmas, okay? We'll see you back in January, Town Hall. God bless you all. Thank you.